You know what? That Enzo Amore guy, he has tons of charisma. I can actually see him as a singles competitor and an Intercontinental champ. You know what? It doesn't matter. We still have Big Cass. This guy is huge and we all know how much Vince McMahon loves big cocks, big guys in the WWE. So he's gonna be the future Universal Champion. Welcome to the greatest show in YouTube's history. Welcome to Greatness of Wrestling. And today we're talking about champions, because as a self-proclaimed Divas champion of the WWE YouTube community, let me show you a couple of pictures of me being the Divas champion, just celebrating life, just being an diva. I'm a diva, bitch. I decided to talk about WWE Championships because I'm not doing Raw and SmackDown reviews anymore, but once something actually interesting is going to happen, I'm gonna talk about that in an episode of Greatness of Wrestling, so everybody wins. Except Big Cass, that guy just got released. That's kinda shocking, it took me by surprise. And that's how I wanna start this episode of Greatness of Wrestling. Breaking news, WWE has come to terms on the release of William Morrissey, Big Cass. And someone made this point earlier that this is kinda the only impact that Big Cass left in the WWE, just having a lot of big ass shots on camera. This is a big ass shot because he's covering the C, and that makes it into big ass instead of Cass. Also, if you go to WWE.com, you will see Big Cass released. WWE has come to terms on the release of William Morrissey, Big Cass. And there's no good luck in your future endeavors, kid. None of that. It seems like there was something happening. It seems like there's some kind of drama involved in this kind of release. And I think it's not the last time we hear about Big Cass's release, because I'm pretty sure there was some backstage shit. It makes sense now that Big Cass lost against Daniel Bryan at Money in the Bank clean via submission. If they really wanted to push this guy, he would not submit to Daniel Bryan twice. So I'm not really sad about it. I'm kinda not happy for the guy. I'm not quite sure if he's a good guy. He seems like a nice guy, so I really hope he's gonna succeed. But Enzo Amore tweeted this. How you doing? Not good. Probably not very good. I expect them to be a tag team in the indies, because they were once the hottest tag team in the WWE. People were really behind them. I wasn't really, for some reason. It just didn't do it to me, but that's just my opinion. I do think it was a great tag team because it connected with the fans who knew that a few years later they're gonna be both released and their manager Carmella is actually going to be a women's champion. That's the weirdest shit ever, but it is what it is. Good luck to Big Cass, and hopefully he will improve and come back into the WWE better than ever before. Another thing that I want to talk about is the cover star of WWE 2K19, which is AJ Styles. I'm absolutely honored to be the cover superstar for WWE 2K19, and this is the cover of the game, which looks awesome. It looks phenomenal, actually. One of my favorite covers of all time, but it also looks like a shampoo commercial. Look at that hair, dude. Look at that hair. It goes to the both sides. I think that's the best choice. Like, when you think about it, who else should be on the cover of WWE 2K19? It's AJ Styles or Reigns? No. Oh, no. Holy shit, no. Jesus, let's move on. And right now I want to talk about the WWE Championship titles. So right now we have a lot of changes, a lot of future changes, and I want to talk about the future of WWE Championship divisions, if you want to call it like that. I'm probably the only one who calls it like that right now, but still. For example, let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship, because it actually changed hands on Monday Night Raw, and holy shit, because Monday Night Raw is so trash every day, I didn't even watch it. I read spoilers. Imagine being someone like me who's like a huge fan of Dolph Ziggler. I just spit. I think like 2-3 months ago, in every other video I complained about why WWE are not pushing Dolph Ziggler because he's that damn good, and they actually pushed him out of the blue, and now he's the Intercontinental Champion, and I found out about that on the internet, reading spoilers. That's so shitty. That's so shitty, but can you blame me? Raw is so shit nowadays. I don't even watch it that much. I skip through it. I watch, the highlights, but I don't really watch the full show without skipping anything. It's kinda impossible when you think about it. To watch whole Raw, all Dana Brooks, all the Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns tag teams, that's kinda sad. However, SmackDown was great. So I wanna talk about the Intercontinental Championship for now. Dolph Ziggler is the IC Championship. That's amazing. You have Monday Night Raw. You have only 2 titles, singles titles, and Dolph Ziggler is one of the champions, and the other champion is not here. So you can say that Dolph Ziggler is the world champion of Raw. You know what? I'm actually gonna say that. I used to say that Seth Rollins is the world champion of Raw because the Universal Championship is not here. Now I'm gonna say Ziggler is the world champion of Raw. Fight me. So what's the future of the Intercontinental Championship? It seems too much out of the blue. It's not like WWE really have huge faith in Dolph Ziggler. That's not true at all. I think it's gonna be either these 2 scenarios. Dolph Ziggler is actually going to fight Drew McIntyre for the IC Championship. I kinda see some recreation from Shawn Michaels versus Diesel kind of thing. Maybe that's what's going to happen. But I also see this. Dolph Ziggler as the IC champion, Drew as the maybe Universal champion, and both as tag team champions. So pretty much they would have every title in the WWE on Monday Night Raw. That would be the best decision I can imagine. However, the problem with the Universal Championship is that it's actually kinda, going to a different direction with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman. So you never know, but my guess is this. Dolph Ziggler vs Drew McIntyre for the IC Championship is coming, or they're gonna be Intercontinental Champions and Tag Team Champions at the same time because they actually won the Tag Team Division. What? That was the cringiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Okay, let's talk about the Universal Championship. So Universal Championship is having a clear path in my opinion because we have Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, but we also have Braun Strowman as the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. So what's basically going to happen is that we're gonna have SummerSlam, Braun Strowman versus Lesnar, or a triple threat match. Whatever the case may be, the end of the game is Braun Strowman as the Universal Champion, which is a good decision, by the way. I think I'm gonna make a separate video. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, guys. Like this video if you want this. I'm gonna make a video about why Brock Lesnar is the worst World Heavyweight Champion of any brand that ever was in the WWE. Let me know if you want that video. So I think the path for Universal Championship is clear. I just hope Drew is going to win it very, very soon, but I don't really believe that it's actually going to happen. Let's move on to the Tuesday night SmackDown. Let's move on to SmackDown Live. I want to talk about the United States Championship for a little bit. Where is Jeff Hardy? I heard rumors that he's injured, but is that a serious injury or not? Will he be on next SmackDown? Because I really feel like United States Championship doesn't even have rivalries. Jeff Hardy is losing every week, so title doesn't look that prestigious anymore. I love Jeff Hardy. I love him as the United States Champion, but he needs a real rivalry. We don't have Jeff Hardy on SmackDown. We don't have Randy Orton, and still somehow SmackDown Live is kicking Raw's ass because it's pretty entertaining. Anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen with the United States Championship, but I think we really need a serious rivalry, that would elevate the United States Championship. So I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna say that someone like Daniel Bryan or someone like, or even Shelton Benjamin would be kind of good for the United States Championship. Now when it comes to Daniel Bryan, maybe he should be in a WWE title picture, but this is where we actually gonna talk about the WWE Championship. Rusev is actually facing AJ Styles at the Extreme Rules match. My only problem with that is that it's actually very goddamn predictable. The other problem that I have, not a problem, a little bit of a, maybe nitpicking, but I think it's kind of just a tiny bit late. Rusev is over with the fans, but not as over as he was like 2 months ago. So maybe if they did it 2 months ago, maybe it would be much better. But at the same time, when you think about it, you gotta notice how Rusev pretty much won every single match on SmackDown Live that he was in against guys like Daniel Bryan and I think who else? Some kind of main eventer. He actually defeated that as well. So he's pushed. We cannot say that Rusev is buried because he's facing for the WWE Championship when this guy was like in comedy acts. So we gotta be happy for Rusev, and he's not gonna win the championship, but I'm just happy that he's having that opportunity, and maybe it's going to be a pretty good match. I really think the dynamic between AJ Styles with his high-flying moves and Rusev's all of this strong moves is gonna work. It's really gonna work, and it's gonna be very, very interesting. Rusev is an amazing wrestler, and he's one of these guys that keeps on reminding you that you don't need to do flips and dives to be a good wrestler. So when it comes to WWE Championship, I think the next champion is actually The Miz. That's my prediction. So we could get, The Miz versus Daniel Bryan rivalry. You never know, but that's just my prediction. And The Miz as the WWE champion is the best thing that could ever happen. We gotta be happy for Rusev, and this is what he tweeted. Boy, what a Rusev day. Totally agree. And that's it for this episode of Greatness of Wrestling. I'm kind of getting used to record videos in this place. It was pretty difficult at first. A lot of people say, well, man, you look depressed, what's happening? And the thing is, I just felt a little bit weird. There's a lot of changes. And also, if you're wondering why there is a lack of uploads, basically, I'm just, living with my girlfriend right now. I just want to enjoy it a little bit more. So once I'll get a bit more bored, I will record more videos. There's a lot of changes in my life, basically. Good changes, amazing changes. I'm probably happier than I ever was in my entire life, so that's actually pretty fucking good. Thank you for your support. Make sure to click that like button. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, so in the next Greatness of Wrestling episode, I will tweet something. You could be in a video as well. Thank you for watching this video, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.